Welcome back, my lovelies. Today, I'm going to be doing like a story time kind of video slash get ready with me, even though I'm not going anywhere though. If you're wondering if there's something different about me, yes, there is. I'm blonde. I am more blonde now than I was last time. There is a reason for that, but I'm going to address it in my next video. Let's not waste any time and let's just get into the video. I did my eyebrows before I started the video, so we don't have to go through that mess. Today I'm having a bad eyebrow day. It took me a while to get these like almost perfect. But yeah, we're just gonna do just eyes, face, contour, blush, etc., etc. So today's story I'm going to be sharing is the time Sephora used me for a day after me not being good enough for them. Before I start my story with Sephora, I went to cosmetology school about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe a little bit less than that, between 3 and 5 years ago. I got my cosmetology license, and then I stayed another 2 years to do my cosmetology teaching certification. I graduated, I got my license, and I was on the hunt for a job. One that was suitable for me, which is makeup. One job that I was really interested in was working for Sephora. I applied, I don't even remember, maybe like 4, 5, 6, maybe even 10 times, but I never got it. And so I was already like giving up on it, like saying, you know what, it is what it is. But I ended up getting another job instead. That job, I worked for Bath and Body Works. I got that job like right away, like within maybe like a couple weeks, maybe a little bit longer than that, maybe a few weeks. It was only for part-time anyways, so the hours didn't really matter to me. A little bit over a couple months, I got an email from someone from Sephora asking me if I was interested in a seasonal position for a makeup advisor position. Of course, I was like, I'll take what I can get because it's still an opportunity. So she called me, this person who emailed me, and me and her just set up a interview to talk one-on-one, of course. A little side note, I do not like interviews. I have like interview anxiety. It's cost me a few jobs, I will admit, because of this interview anxiety that I have. I was taught in high school how to interview, and that did not go well. I did not stick to the plan. I meet this lady from Sephora to, of course, interview, and I told her beforehand, I said, I just want to let you know, like, I'm sorry if I'm, like, nervous, or if, like, I'm not used to, like, interviews because I just get, like, tensed up. She said, oh, it's okay, just be yourself. And I was like, I will try. Her, we're talking, of course, standard, she asked me standard interview questions, and I answered them the best that I could, and in the end I said, I apologize for being so nervous. I am willing to learn. I am a hard worker. I am a team player. I want to succeed and build my experience working for Sephora. So I gave her a portfolio of pictures of my work, my makeup work. I want to build my clientele experience, but also makeup experience as well. So then she told me a couple things. She says, I noticed you are very like shy, get like nervous easily, even though I told her I have anxiety and yes, all that stuff. So her repeating it to me was like, I kind of told you that, but I said, okay. Then she says, however, you said that you can work on it and we're glad to help. So we want you on our team. However, there was a few flaws. There is still a few flaws within this company and the people that work for the company. I'm sorry I'm dragging them, like, but all this is like completely true. But the woman I interviewed, she gives me an address, a time and a date to do training. She doesn't tell me what kind of location is this address. I asked her like some questions, like is there like free parking, or is it like a residential parking? And I told her, you know, if I have any like questions, like I need help, or if I'm like running late because of certain things, you know, I still wanted to make sure like she can help me just in case. And when I asked her that, she got like uncomfortable with me a little bit, as if I asked her what's her social security number. And she said, oh, well, if you have like a problem with getting to the location, or if you're running late, just call the Sephora store and somebody will help you. Okay, I'm not talking to you specifically, I'm talking to somebody else that, one, doesn't know me, and two, they probably either don't know what I'm talking about, and three, you know, it's just like an awkward situation, and it's just an awkward situation, so it just rubbed me a little bit the wrong way. The day of the training, I get up super early and I plan out how I'm gonna get there. I drive to the location and it takes me roughly about 30 minutes to get there. Parking situation was just weird. It takes me to like a spiral type of route. And then it takes me to this big building, but it has like a California pizza kitchen, like patio area. And I thought, is this right? And in my GPS, it kept pointing to a different location. And then, but there was no other building besides this building that I was at. So I was just super confused. Of course, this lady does not give me her information, and I had to call the store, the Sephora store. Another like big suspicion of the store. I call the number for the store. Their voicemail option freaking sucks. I probably have to call like 4 or 5 times, and luckily I was able to get to a person, but it wasn't like a manager or anybody. It was just a beauty advisor, which I thought, great, hopefully they can help me. I told this girl I was talking to like my situation. She takes me to a manager, and then I had to explain the manager what was my situation, and then they had to take me to another person, and it was just like, oh my god, can somebody just like tell me like where I am? It's like, I hope I do not get late because of these people. So luckily the third person I talked to said that I was at the right location and that it was free parking because it was at a mall. What? It was at a mall. Where I was at a mall. Luckily I was still early. I was able to go into the mall. I can't believe they just did not tell me that it was a mall. I don't know why they were just being so, like, secretive. Like I was gonna go into, like, a Freemasons, like, meeting or something. It was just like, oh, it's in this location. Like, the password is Kumbaya. Like, just tell me it's a freaking mall at where the training is. Like, whatever. So it was at a mall, at a Sephora store, and it was in the back, like where like the employees have like their lunch area, I suppose, and where they can put their stuff away. It's a room full of course, some females. It was mostly females, and then one male. Um, by the way, this guy gave me like James Charles vibe. Not now James Charles vibe, when the whole, you know, like when he first started, when he was like a cute, you know, a cute boy who just wanted to do makeup. So that's the vibe that the gentleman gave me. He gave me like weird vibes though. Like, not weird vibes. He gave me like stuck up vibes. He was like, oh yeah, I work at Sephora. I used to work at a Sephora at the JCPenney store. And I'm very familiar with Sephora's like techniques and all that stuff. Good for you. Like, you want a cookie? The training went well. They just showed us like a bunch of work safety videos, as all work training sessions usually go. Then they give us like a little goodie bag full of high-end Sephora, like high-end makeup. I was like, this is what I want. This is like what I expect to be working at Sephora. Like all these like free makeup to like play around with. I was so excited. They gave us our schedules. I was scheduled for like the next day. My schedule was from 10 a.m. to about, I think, 3 or 4. Earlier I said that I worked for Bath & Body Works. I was still working for them. I never quit. I did tell the interview lady that I was still working for Bath & Body Works, and that since it's only part-time and that the Sephora position was only seasonal, that if it was okay for me to like let them know what days I can work. And they said, yeah, that's no problem. Then I told my manager about it too, so all he said was, well, girl, you better give me some free samples. I said, I got you. So the Bath & Body Works store I worked at, it was actually next door to the Sephora store that I was going to work at. Get to the Sephora store about 9:45. I'm supposed to be there at 10, so I get to the store. Of course it's closed, but I see like, you know, people in the store, and of course it's like other employees, so I start knocking on the door. At first they ignored me. I think I knocked again, they ignored me again. About like the 4th time I knocked, finally somebody comes in front. They asked me like, what am I doing here? The store opens at 10. I said, oh, I'm one of the new employees. My shift is at 10, I'm just here early. Like, oh, okay, you know, we thought you were a customer. I said, oh, it's alright, I understand. Which, You're not even supposed to ignore customers even if they're there early. You can just look up and say, I'm sorry, ma'am or sir. You know, we open at 10. If if you want to go get a coffee and come back, we should be open. They just ignored me. But anyways, I get introduced to some employees and then I get introduced to the main manager. She was so freaking nice. She said, oh, I saw your photos that you sent and they were amazing. I love them. You got some like really good skills. She's like, I'm so excited you're gonna be working with us. And I said, I'm so excited too. Thank you so much. So I get introduced to like the back staff people. She told me to go in front and then she was gonna introduce me to the person that was gonna be training me that day. The manager introduces me to the girl that is going to be training me that day. She was a pretty girl. Throughout the whole day, she just kind of like annoyed me. And I will tell you why. But another side note, it's gonna be like kind of a rant, but in a way. Whenever I work, a little bit of like tea on me, I sweat profusely. That's just how I am. That's just how I always been since I was a young girl. So whenever, I don't know if anybody has the same problem, but whenever I go to a Sephora store, I start sweating so much in there. I get the worst panic attacks in Sephora stores. Every time I go into a Sephora store, I do not wear makeup, and I feel like the sales ladies there, the salespeople there, just immediately just judge me. They start asking me a bunch of questions just because I'm not wearing any makeup. I just want to be like, I know more than you, so thank you, but I'm okay. I'm just joking. I won't ever say that kind of stuff to a stranger, but sometimes I want to say that. I wore like minimalist makeup. I don't wear like foundation. I wear like BB creams, like the ones that are like breathable and movable, because I'm like, I'm gonna be sweating for sure. I didn't have like big lashes. I didn't have like crazy eyeshadow like I have now. I want to look presentable, but I don't want to be like dying towards the end of the day. However, I should have known not to do that because everyone in the whole store, all the ladies, including the girl I was being trained with, or the girl that was training me, everyone had full coverage makeup, big eyelashes, glitter lids, and I just felt very like intimidated because I just feel like, fuck, I am so ugly. Like, all of these ladies are giving me like looks like who this bitch is. At first I'm like, fuck, like I should have like put like full makeup and like been like how they wanted me to be. But then I just thought, you know, even if I had no makeup on, even if I had the makeup that I had now, it doesn't excuse the talent that I have. Like, it sounds like I'm bragging. I apologize if it sounds like I'm bragging. Like, I never brag about my accomplishments because I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel weird when I do it. I was feeling intimidated and I felt like, man, I'm not good enough. It just shows Sephora being like very judgmental in my experience. So yeah, that's what I will say about that. I'm now starting to train with the girl that I am assigned to. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but she gave me weird vibes, like, the whole time. It looked like she was, like, drinking. I don't know, like, she just gave me, like, or she was just sick. Like, I don't know, or she was just really tired. But her attitude was just weird. I'm being nice, of course, and I just didn't mention, like, all that stuff. I was just like, I'm here to be trained. I'm here to be a good worker. Like, basically, a makeup advisor at a Sephora, they give you, like, mini makeovers, and you can do a full makeover at Sephora. So makeup advisors are only allowed an hour to work on a client if it's like a full makeup, look. And mini makeovers, they're about 15 minutes, and they can do just one part or one area of your face. So let's say you need help with eyebrows, then they show you how to do your eyebrows. I am a bit of a perfectionist. Like, whenever I used to work at, whenever I did makeup, I would always take my time. So for me, it's always best to take your time with it. But to each their own, that's fine. She wanted to see how my retail skills. Now, I am not meant for retail, like, at all. And yes, I was working at Bath and Body Works as a sales associate, but I wasn't even good at that one either. But I don't like bothering people. It's not my thing. Like, if somebody doesn't want to buy anything, I'm not gonna like hassle them to buy it, because I wouldn't want that to happen to me. She was testing me on my people skills, or my salesperson skills, and of course she did not like them. She kept giving me, like, passive aggressive looks, like, I mean, you did good, but I would do it like this. And, like, if I were you, I would improve in this. It doesn't sound, like, bad, but, like, her attitude was just like, I am so done with this girl. She's like, I can just tell, like, she just did not want to either be there, or she just did not want to be, like, around me. She didn't like my people skills, which, fine, whatever. And so then she starts giving me, like, people for me to work on, like, to do the mini makeovers. The first person that she sent me was 2 high schooler girls. Now, no judge about them. It's just, one, their parents weren't around, and I can definitely tell that they were not interested in buying anything. I'm pretty sure they were just there just to, like, look around, to, like, goof around and all that stuff. So I knew they were not going to be, like, super serious about buying anything. She doesn't tell me how to, like, seat the customers and all that stuff. She was just like, again, she was giving me, like, another test, but almost like, I'm gonna see how this bitch fucks this up. Because, of course, she was just, like, spying on me the whole time. When I'm doing makeup on somebody, I am looking at them. I don't have them facing the mirror. I have a mirror here, by the way. I'm looking at them, because that's how I do makeup on other people. So I have this girl, and of course her friend is next to me, and by the way, her makeover was for her eyebrows. She says that she does not know how to do her eyebrows, and she wants someone to teach her. So I said no problem, of course, and because I've done eyebrows so many times on people. I start working on her eyebrows. It's going really well. Her friend is like watching me do it and she's like really intrigued. I used 3 products. All of them were Anastasia's Beverly Hill eyebrow products. So again, I'm facing her and I'm doing her eyebrows. They turned out so nice. So I showed her the results. She loved them. I had to unfortunately pressure her to like buy something. And of course, her and her friends are like, oh, okay, well, thank you. But obviously they didn't, but of course they didn't buy anything. My trainer, she was like, okay, you did a great job on her eyebrows. However, I said, what's wrong? She said, because you didn't face her to the mirror, she doesn't know how to do her eyebrows. Only that you did her eyebrows. You're supposed to teach her. And I thought, in my head, bitch, you didn't even teach me how to do that. How am I supposed to know? So then I told her, well, when I've done makeup for like photo shoots, etc., I'm facing face to face with the person. That's how I do makeup. You told me to do her makeup, not teach the person how to do it. That's different. And I did say it like that. I was more nice, but I did say it like that, like, like I'm that mean from Beyond Scared Straight.
Oh, try me, bitch.
Okay, bitch. She's like, yeah, you need to like show the person how to do it. If you are just facing them, they don't know what they're doing. Okay, no problem. I was like, oh, I'm so over this girl already. So then later on that day, she goes somewhere, I don't even know where. So then this customer, it was a girl, her mom and her aunt. So the girl was asking me, she was telling me, I am looking for a foundation, but I don't like liquid foundation or like cakey foundation because my skin is super sensitive. I said, you know, what are you specifically looking for? Like a concealer or like a powder? She said, you know, I'm not sure. Can you help me? I said, no problem. So this area here is like pissing me off. Just like that girl. At Sephora, they have this device where it's the size of like a rotary, like those old phones, the ones that, you know, they were on the hook on the wall with the cord. It takes pictures of your forehead, your cheek, and your neck. It calculates your skin tone, the skin color. It tries to find the right color match for you. So it takes pictures of her forehead, her cheek, and her neck. So once the results come in of the best color match, you can select what kind of foundation or concealer, whether you're looking for, whether like your skin type is dry, oily, normal, combination, sensitive. You can also decide if you want a liquid, if you want a powder, if you want whatever foundation they have available. So it then gives me a range of products that they have in the store. And one of the products was Kat Von D's powder foundation, the lock-in powder foundation. So I saw that, I was like, oh, that one is perfect for her. But I still showed her the choices that she has. I said, okay, which one do you want to, which one did you want? She goes, oh, I'm not sure. Like, can you pick it for me? So I said, no problem. So then, of course, I just picked the Kat Von D. And I said, this one I think will be best for you. She said, awesome. So I went and grabbed it, grabbed like a sample of it. And so instead of what I did for the high schooler girl for her eyebrows, where I'm facing her, doing her makeup, this girl, I faced her to the mirror to show her what I'm doing. But I didn't have to do it anyways because I'm just putting powder on her, but I just wanted her to see the difference between her barefaced and then her with the product. I said, okay, here's the product. All you need is a powder brush. What I did, take a little bit of that powder, faced her. I did it one side, and I said, okay, so now I did it one side. Do you see a difference? She said, oh yes, I do. I said, great. So then I put a second layer on that side that I put the first layer on. It made so much of a difference. I showed her. I said, do you see a bigger difference now? She says, yes, it's almost like I have like perfect skin on this side because of the, the powder. So I said, feel your face. Does it feel cakey? Does it feel like weird texture? She goes, no, it feels amazing. I said, this is amazing. She was so happy. She thanked me. She's like, oh my god, thank you so much. You were so nice. You were so awesome. Her mom and her aunt were like, thank you so much. Oh my god, like this is what we were looking for. Like we would have not known where to look for if you did not help us. And I'm like, thank you so much for being so like amazing too. Like they were like the best thing about that day, really. Side note again. Sephora salespeople, they don't work on commission. I didn't know that until that day. They want you to do like a feedback questionnaire to say like who helped you and all that stuff, if you remember like the salesperson name. So I had to say that. Now I'm realizing like I didn't have to really say that because I was not really on the Sephora like memo anyways, so it didn't really matter, but I still said it anyway because they actually wanted to like tip me. And I said, no, it's okay, but if you want, you can do like a feedback questionnaire and you can say that I helped you, and then that would be like much appreciated. And that was like the end of our conversations there. So then the training bitch comes back. Of course, she was like spying on me. And she's like, she gave me like praise. She's like, you did a really great job. You showed them what you were doing. And I'm like, mm-hmm. And she's like, that's what we want. Like, keep doing like that and you're gonna like be great. And I said, awesome, thank you. And then in my head, I was like, wow, you know how to make compliments. Yeah, I was surprised she like praised me. So then she starts like introducing me to like the other salespeople, and it's a bunch of girls. I think there's like 2 gay guys that were working there. Love the gay guys. They were super nice to me. And I thought to myself, ooh, they're gonna be my friends for sure. But like the women there, there was like 1 or 2 like really nice girls, but most of the women there, they were just as stuck up as the trainer girl. They just kept giving me like weird looks, like up and down looks, kind of like but I'm still nice. So then I was introduced to like the floor manager, or like she's like below the head manager of the store. So she was telling me, oh, I was watching you like talk to people, and she says you need more confidence. And I thought, I mean, yeah, sorry. She goes, yeah, you need more confidence because I see that you always like stumble your words and you look very nervous, so you need to work on your confidence. And I thought, okay. She just asked me like, why do I act like that? I said, you know, I'm still learning, of course. Like, I know I'm not like the best at it, but I'm willing to like learn. Even though in my head I'm like, I just, that's not my thing. But she just kept repeating like, yeah, you don't have any confidence. I thought, okay.
Okay.
So, by the way, I had to follow the trainer girl like a little puppy because like she's training me. Earlier she told me like wherever, like almost like wherever I go, you go kind of like attitude. So she was like talking to one of the sales girls, and she starts blurring out some truth about her. She starts telling the girl like, oh yeah, over the weekend I went to Las Vegas with my girlfriends. I just came back like today at like 6 a.m. I am so hungover. I looked at her and I'm just like, I said, that's why you're acting weird. Because I swear like the whole day she was just like, I am so over this. Like, I need to go home. So I thought to my head, I wonder how you are when you're not hungover. Because you trash. I've had some hungover days, but I do not act like that. Like a stuck-up bitch. This bitch was hungover the whole time. It was very noticeable. Because I thought, this bitch is drunk. I was close. She was half drunk. In some sense. So it's almost like towards the end of my shift. And so I'm starting to get ready to like leave. And so the floor manager, that other bitch, she starts letting me know like there's like a special event going on. I think that month was like Pride Month. So the Pride Parade was about to come, the Pride Fest, all that, you know, fun stuff. And they were saying like, they were telling everybody like, hey, we're like rainbow, like wear like rainbow makeup. Whether it be like the eyeshadow, the lips, whatever, like be very like Pride-esque. Everybody working was gonna get like a special goodie bag. So they were telling me like, be here early. Everybody's gonna have free lunch because they're gonna like bring in like Jimmy John's or some kind of like catering food. Yeah, I was like super excited, and they said, you know, we'll see you on that day. A couple days after, so like Thursday or Friday, something like that, I get a call from the floor manager. I couldn't answer the phone at that time when she called me because I had a shift at Bath & Body Works. So she leaves me a message. The voicemail she left, it says, hey Bianca, I know you have a shift tomorrow, but actually, you don't have to come in because we're actually gonna be slow that day. And I thought to myself, that's a lie. That's a damn lie. The message continues. So yeah, you don't have to come in, but we'll call you when to come in. So just want to let you know, But yeah, you don't need to come in tomorrow. Have a nice day. You guys are slow on a Saturday. All Saturdays, apparently. You then tell me that you guys are gonna contact me when to come in, to when or like what time my next shift is. Just that, you know, don't come in. Almost saying like, don't come. So I just got like weird vibes. But again, I'm not like taking into judgment what happened. I get no call for like days, almost a few weeks. So then I call them because I said, hey, if you guys are gonna let me go, I want my money that I worked for. I was very pissed off, but I said it in a nice way. They send me an email, not even bothering talking to me. Hey Bianca, you can come in like tomorrow, we have your check ready and all that stuff. Not even like apologizing that they were gonna let me go, not saying they were gonna let me go. They were just like, yeah, we got your check. So I was able to get my check, but they never acknowledged that they fired me or laid me off. They never acknowledged me why they fired me or laid me off. They just basically kicked me to the road and say, oh well, boo-hoo, so sad. So that was the last time I went into that Sephora store and never looked back again. Because of that experience, unfortunately, I cannot look at Sephora the same way again. And honestly, I always had like a weird feeling every time I entered a Sephora. Even though they portray this like, we love everybody, we don't care what you look like, we don't care how you dress, we don't care what makeup you use, we don't care, we love you. It's completely false. The whole time I was there, I just felt like, I just felt very just like isolated. They really made me feel like I didn't belong there. Just because I didn't look like them. I didn't have full coverage makeup, or I didn't, you know, hassle people to buy things. My contour is crazy today. I apologize. I told you. Today is an off day. They just really disappointed me because I really wanted to work there. I wanted to work there for like years when I was starting cosmetology school and starting to like get into like me starting to love makeup. Like they just crushed my dreams pretty much, and it's really disappointing, and nobody should ever feel like that at a job. Like, trust me, like I've had shittier jobs, like besides Sephora. Maybe I'll do a story time on that, I'm not sure. It just sucks because it made me realize that no matter if you are a good person, you will be like stomped over by like shitty people. It's just how the world works, really. Like, you want to like show others like that you mean more than that you mean something, that you're worth something. If anybody is experiencing that at a job and you hate it, you hate the people that you work with, you try to make excuses to like get out of it or call in sick or whatever, or you just like, you're doing it because like you have to, you deserve better. Everybody deserves better than to be treated like nothing. maybe if it worked out, I would have been happy. But if you love to do that job, but you work with shitty people, I think I'm repeating myself, but yeah, that job is not worth it. But the moral of the story, if you feel that something is suspicious, that is true. And you should walk away. I mean, I wish I knew why they like laid me off. I could have like improved. It's like a guy ghosting you, basically. It's like, why did you stop talking to me? I thought we had a great, I thought we had a great connection. At the same time, I think the bigger moral of the story is that be true to yourself. Don't be a follower. Be you. Your beauty, your grace, your Miss United States. Am I right? Like Lady Liberty, from sea to shining sea, she reigns all she sees. She's beauty and she's grace. She's Miss United States. Love me some Miss Congeniality. Yes. So, not that everything is done. I'm not doing like color underneath my eyes because I don't really feel like it. So I'm going to change into a nicer outfit. I'll put like jewelry and stuff, so I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the final look. The bra is from ASOS, and the shirt or the sheer long sleeve is from Shein. The necklace is from Fashion Nova. My rings are from ASOS as well. And I got these really cute earrings. They're Tomei earrings. I love them so much. I'll leave everything in the description and where to get the items. I don't think you can get the ASOS items anymore, but I will still put them just in case maybe you can find it somewhere else, like third party or something. That is all for today's video. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. If you want to see more of these types of videos, I tried my best. Please comment if you had a similar experience in what I experienced in Sephora. What do you think about Sephora? I know I don't like them. Please be safe. Please love one another. Be kind to one another. And I will see you next time. Bye.